this man came with at least some desire to learn, to sit at Jesus' feet and learn. Well, friends, how can we learn? How can we sit at the feet of the Master here and learn from him? Well, the first thing is to know what the heart of the law is. We're called to love God, and we're called to love people. And what is love, as we were saying? Love is a covenant love. The word here is agape, which is that common word used for God's love for us, a covenant, committed, true love. Well, love is both an emotion and a choice. It's both mind and heart. Sometimes you hear people say love is an emotion. It's how I feel. That's sort of the typical view in our culture, the typical view of Hollywood. It's how I feel. And of course, the problem with that is if love is only how you feel, then you can fall into it just as easily and you could fall out of it. I mean, if my love for Jessica is based on my emotions, I'm in big trouble because that means her love for me is based on emotion, and the day may come when she doesn't love me anymore. It's not a good thing, friends. Love it's got to be more than emotion. It's got to be more than just how we feel. But then you have people on the other side who say, love is not an emotion at all. It's a choice. It's only a choice. And usually I have to say it's the guys who say that. It's just about choosing to love. It's not about how I feel. I don't know any wife particular who would be happy with that answer. Imagine your husband comes to you and says, honey, I love you. And by that I mean I choose to love you even though I don't feel like it. I don't think that will come across very well. There's the story about the husband whose wife complained that he never says, I love you. And so he said to his wife, honey, when we got married, I said I love you. And if anything ever changes, I'll let you know. I'm not going to cut it for a wife. There's more to it. It's both. It's choice and emotion. The choice is sort of like the anchor that holds us in place. But you need the boat that is holding in place, friends. And the same is true of us. What do you do if you don't feel like loving God? Well, you let your choice hang tight and seek to foster the emotion. Just like if you're struggling in your marriage without feeling anything for your spouse, what do? Well, you choose to stay, to commit, and then you do everything you can to foster that emotion. Date and think about why you love her, and go on vacation together, and you do whatever you can to bring it back. So, friends, we're called to love God, which means, first of all, to commit, to be in covenant, faithful relationship with him, even as he is with us. And then we seek to worship in sincerity of our affections. We're called to love God. Friends, we also need to learn something from this teacher of the law. And that is to love God and to love each other is to come close, but not to get in. And the last thing you want to hear, you die and you face God in heaven, and you're wondering if you're getting into heaven, and God says, oh, you were so close. You don't want to hear that on that day, friends. So close. You know, they say, what close, being almost only counts in what? Hand grenades and horseshoes and hand grenades, as they say. Because horseshoes, you just need to be close to the pin, and hand grenades explode. We're not playing horseshoes and hand grenades, friends. You need to be more than close. You need to recognize, yes, the heart of the law is love. And we need to pursue love. But love will not get us there. That's where I think so many people go wrong. Why am I going to have eternal life? Because I'm a good person. I take care of my neighbor. I mow his lawn when I get a chance. And I love God, sure. Yes, I say my prayers often. That's why I'm going to heaven. No, friends, that's to get you close maybe. But it'll never get you in. That's why Christ has come. Because we're lawbreakers. Because we don't do this perfectly. And we have a sacrifice. His name is Jesus.